Hi, Kirk. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful day today. Wait, I just thought that I'd go live to get this out there. Because I'm gonna put this up on my YouTube also. Right? It might be a little bit lengthy, but I can't make longer videos on my TikTok because what I have to say is gonna take a lot longer than 10 minutes. Good morning, my beautiful souls. It's your girl Traytriune the Omnious. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for joining my live. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe, save, all of those good things. You can also click the link tree in my bio to get a list of all of the services that I do provide. All right. So I just wanted to come live because I have a PSA out there. I'm always going to be putting the information out there. I don't care. Because I know that even if the collective is not facing this particular situation or persecution, essentially, at some juncture, those that are vibrating on the same frequency that I am vibrating on, you will be facing this strong opposition. All right. And I just have hopes that my story going out there will provide you with the strength and the determination to push through all of the oppressive energies that that you're surrounded by. Like never in a million years would I ever think like things that are happening in my real life right now with people who I thought was my family, who I've now awakened to realize is actually my karmic family, right? I never thought in a million years that these things would occur with me. I thought these things were only in the movies. I had no clue whatsoever that these things happen to people in real life. It is insane. Now, this is an update as it relates to the jumping that happened the other day. Actually, the attempted murder, right? I'm calling it as it is because on the surface of it, it might seem like it was assault. But when I look at what had occurred on a deeper level, I'm seeing that this was actually attempted murder. Good morning, Autovox. I hope you have a wonderful day today. So this is in preparation for people that are on this particular frequency, right? That are vibing at the level I am. I'm so eternally grateful to have actually found my soul tribe. It's not even funny because it is so excruciating to be boxed in and coupled and paired with people who have no clue as to how you think and how you operate just because you're different and you operate outside of the box, right? And it is crazy the lengths that people will go to have you conform. When in truth and in fact, you are just living your life. You're not causing any harm to anyone, right? But they see not only your enlightenment or awaken perspective as a threat to their own liberty. And I can't understand how is that even remotely connected or possible. All right? I have to put it out there. It has to be spoken about, and I will never stop speaking about it. I will never rest until these criminals, right? Because that's what they are, get their full justice. Okay? I believe in justice, right? And I believe in the universal law of cause and effect. All right, these are universal laws, yeah, that have been adapted into our own systems. Okay? I definitely do believe that they are going to get every single thing that is coming to them. And I myself, I only have to do my part in order to protect myself and my child. All right. For those who don't know it, I am a single mom. All right. And the family I have been born into really revealed their hands the other day. All right, in terms of the attempted murder on my life. Like, I've heard this a lot of times for other families. Never in a million years would I have ever dreamed that this would ever occur within my own bloodline and my own lineage. Right? So this is an update to that. If you're not familiar with that experience that I'd gone through, you can go ahead and check out the videos on my TikTok, right? I give details as to the fight when it occurred, right? And in terms of what I'm doing on my back end to protect myself, both legally and physically, right? Myself and my child. Now, I don't know what type of pact, what type of agreement, what type of deal, what type of sect, society that these people or organization that these people are a part of, right? Where they think that they have the authority, they think that they are the author of my life, and they think that they have control over my mind and my abilities. Okay? If any of you are familiar with my particular TikTok, okay, I am of a more spiritual nature. I can see things from all angles. For all my life, I have been psychic. Okay? I got that added confirmation from my very own birth mother the other day. She clearly expressed that I am psychic. I know I'm psychic. We exist. All right? We've always existed. And it is more so in especially the melanated community, right? We have a lot of persons that are very spiritually inclined and very spiritually gifted. Okay? Growing up, my psychic abilities essentially have allowed these people in terms of premonitions, right? Because that's how it started out for me. Yeah? My psychic abilities have always protected these people in terms of keeping them one step ahead of anyone that they deem as enemy. All right? I'm putting it out there to the world how my essential energy signature works. And for the past, I would say maybe 5 years or so, I've been learning how my energy signature works. All right. And how am I beneficial to others' life? All right. Now that it's come to this moment that I am aware of my energy signature and what it is that I do provide, especially for those that are in my orbit, right? There's been a concerted effort to either block my messages from coming through. There has been a concerted effort to stop me from even coming on social media expressing myself. All right, there has been a concerted effort to have me confirm or not confirm, but go back to what would be deemed as a regular lifestyle. Okay. What I do for work is not normal. All right. Not only do I do energy work for people, but that's not like my main thing. Okay. How did I get to this place? A lot of people may ask. I started to know myself. That was the first step in getting to know myself, loving myself unconditionally, irregardless of how people feel or what people say. It's very important. Once you get to know yourself, there is nothing in this world that can ever ever control you. Once you start to love yourself, there is absolutely nothing in this world that will ever have you feeling deficient, less than, not enough. Okay? And this is the path that I chose to walk even before I was born on this earth. If you guys are not aware, you need to go and research soul contract, right? So this has been written in my soul contract. And that's the worst part about it, is because these experiences that I'm going through, I know on a deeper level that I decided before I came here on this earth that I would go through these experiences. It is just unfortunate that it is by the hands of family, right? And because I really did have love for these people. I really did have love for these people. And to know that not even the physical manifestation of wealth in their own life, but the promise, just the promise, the possibility of an inheritance, the possibility of some money, the possibility of wealth has inspired them to go to these heights. I would say depths, not heights, right? These depths of depravity, to wanting to kill one of your own for the hopes, just the hopes of riches. I've never been of the mindset of being covetous or envious of anyone, right? I've always believed in myself as a little girl coming up that I can literally do anything that I put my mind to. And anything I do put my mind to, I always try to do it to the best of my ability. Okay? It so turns out that this karmic family that I have been born into have positioned themselves as distractions to ensure that I tuck my head and I keep in the direction in which they had hopes for. And I don't deviate from whatever plans that they had. And the moment you deviate from that, you essentially set yourself up to be a target, to be taken out, right? What triggered this response this morning, or this live this morning? All right. So after my crippled uncle had jumped me, my cousin, who was also involved, and my grandma. My grandma, she tried to suffocate me in the couch. This is what they were, all three of them were trying to do to subdue me. All right, because my cousin, he lunged at me, choking me out, right? And I had one hand pulling his locks and the other digging out his eye for him to let me go. And when they saw that I was subduing him, this is my grandmother and my crippled uncle, when they saw that I was subduing him in the fight, right? Because he's slim built and he's not very stalwart, all right? And he is just a little bit taller than me, all right? He underestimated me because, one, I'm a girl, two, I'm short, right? So he thought that he would be able to handle me, yeah? And he pushed me all the way into the living room. We're tussling on the couch. When they saw that I was subduing him, they essentially came in and added weight, right, to subdue me. Now I'm in a subdued position. My cousin's my cousin's knee is in my back. Sorry, his one of his hand is placed on the back of my neck, applying a lot of pressure on my spinal cord. Yeah, and not only that, because my face was turned to the side like this, he was punching me in my face and my head. And my uncle used his cane to hit me in my head And my grandma, she was shoving my face down in the couch. So to suppress the screams, because I was screaming out for help, to suppress the screams and to also suffocate me. They also yelled across to my 11-year-old son when I was screaming his name and telling him to call the police. Mark you, I called the police 3 times, 2 times before my son essentially called them, right? I don't know if they heard the screams in the background, why they came with the quickness, because shortly after they had gotten up off of me, right? The cops had arrived, okay? So that was the fight. That's what it all culminated to. Now, I said to my grandma, if it's an instance, this woman, I've lived with her my entire life. I'm just going to preface that out there, yeah? And because of the shiny things or the material things that I was gifted and given, people from the outside looking in thought that my life was so posh. I was so, I was well taken care of. I was a fucking rich bitch, right? Not knowing the level of psychological abuse, verbal abuse, emotional abuse, right? And occasional physical abuse that I've had to endure by the hands of these people, okay? And therefore, a lot of people, especially like extended family, would be jealous of my position. They would be jealous of my position because from the outside looking in, they thought that I got everything that I wanted, everything that they never got. And I'm talking about my grandmother's adult children, envious of me, her grandchild, right? Because of the shiny things that I got. Not knowing that this lady was so insidious in the psychological programming, right? In terms of every things that she used to say to me, yeah, the backhanded compliments, the discouragement in terms of pursuing what it is that you are passionate about, right? Just a very, very negative mindset, very abrasive, like it was a constant opposition, right? Never offering any real, true, genuine support in anything that I do, or being genuinely happy for any milestones or success that I especially had gotten on my own without their help. Okay? I've in my late 20s, I started my own business, and I started my business without any capital, okay? And my business is still alive and going well for me, all right? And I have the spiritual aspects as well that I do to help the public. I'm sort of like the sorting hats in Harry Potter, right? I help people find their direction in their life because I know what it feels like to be directionless. I know what it feels like to pursue a path that you have no passion about, to do something just because you have to do it because this is the way of survival. I know what it feels like. I've gone through that. I've had to go through that, right? So I show people how they can actually live a comfortable lifestyle, alleviate some of the stress and problems that they do have in their life, and like healthy coping mechanisms. That's what I do on the spiritual aspects, of things, and the spiritual end of my business endeavors. Okay? Right? This is what I've always done with this family. If ever they do need support or advice and direction in terms of what it is that would be most lucrative to pursue, it's me they come to. Yeah? And I'm like the youngest. But unfortunately, that's what I've been tasked to do. I did what I could do for these people in terms of helping them be aligned to the collective consciousness, because every day the numbers grow in terms of people who are ready and willing to take that first step to make that change in their life and to live a life not only full of purpose but of passion and desire, to chase their dreams and make it a reality, right? And not waiting for them to die to live a good life. This is what I've been tasked with, all right? And I tried for over 3 decades with this family here. I really tried. But unfortunately, some people are not able to accept that healing. They cannot see what you see for the long haul, right? It's unfortunate for them. But I know there are others out there in the world that are in need of my healing energy in whatever capacity it is, whether it be healing your mindset, healing your perspective, healing your finances, right? Or just giving you a glimmer of hope to get through that trial that you're going through. Just that one bit of inspiration. Because for me, the human spirit is so beautiful. And the best part about it is everything that I have done since I have learned to be independent, I have done on my own. They cannot attribute anything that I would gain from all of my endeavors to anything that they have done, right? So here you have someone of immense potential, untapped potential, because I'm still learning me and I'm still discovering new spiritual gifts, new talents, and it confines my mind every single day. Like this is what gives me the zeal for life to get up and go, because I can discover something new about someone else or something new about my own self, right? That's my mindset. That's how I've always been. That's how I've always operated with these people. Okay? And the programming that they'd want to put me on, it's not working anymore. They've realized that it's not working because it wasn't meant to work. These gifts, the support system, the advice that I've been giving all of these years to these people, it was not for them to keep solely for themselves. It is meant to be shared with the world. And out of greed and selfishness, these people have placed me under psychological programming to have me doubt myself, to not believe in myself, to put me in a position to where I'm always putting others first, right? And therefore, when my energy is depleted, the only thing that keeps me going is my own faith, right? At the end of the day, I've always been like self-reliant, even as a child, right? And I have to deprogram that mindset as well, because the hyper independence that I have is just trauma response. It's trauma response to not having a strong support system. So you don't have confidence in the people around you. So the only place that you can put confidence is within yourself, right? And therefore, you don't allow your walls down to really depend on anyone else because of what you've experienced throughout your life, which is like constant disappointment every time you give someone a chance to for you to be reliant on them. So I know that this is a trauma response from me, and that's something that I am learning within myself, to let my guard down and to let people in, because there are good people out there. there are strangers out there that have been much kinder to me. Like with family members like these, like anything an enemy does to me, like I mean persons that actively decide to be an enemy, like it wouldn't even phase me. It wouldn't even phase me. Okay? Now, that was the fight. Follow along here because that's how my thought process is very circular. All right. So even if I make a point, we can always circle back to that point if I need to extend on it. All right. After the fight, okay, there was reports that were made. They made false reports at the police station, trying to malign my character, to say that I am a deplorable mother, that I cannot take care of my child. I've proven them wrong. They say that I can't take care of myself. I've proven them wrong in that aspect. Everything that they say I can't do, I'm like, me and my spirit team is just like, hold the mic. Hold the mic. As long as I have a beating heart within my chest, there will be no one or anything that will have me not have a thirst for life and to live. If I can't listen to anything else, I listen to my heartbeat, and it tells me everything I need to know. As long as it's pumping, yeah, that tells me it's not my time to go. I have too much things to do, too much things to accomplish, to have these bumbling idiots, because that's what they've reduced themselves to right now, to stop me. Okay? When I say my name is good in the streets, it's good in the streets. I'm good on all angles. I get along well with all sector of society. The legal sector, the enforcing sector, and best believe even the thugs in the streets. My name is good. Yeah? So I don't have to walk in fear. Not in my community, not anywhere I touch down my feet. I don't walk in fear. Because my wealth is in the people, not in material things. Now, I have this covetous cousin of mine that has aligned himself to be a devil within my life, right? I don't know why he would ever try to do that, but free will, whatever. After the fight, my grandma, she had decided to serve me notice, which is all fine and dandy, because I said to her, if you want me out, you will have to do things the right and proper way. So she served me with notice, right? Currently in the market, and I have the most beautiful real estate agent. Oh gosh, I love that girl so much. Currently in the market looking for new nesting, all right? And so the days are boiling down. Now I've asked my grandmother kindly to not have my cousin come on the property, right? Because you literally tried to murder me, and you have the audacity to come in the kitchen to make tea? And you think that's okay? That's trying to intimidate me psychologically. My star sign is Aquarius. I'm an air sign. Air signs rule intellect. So if you think that you can get one up on me, you have a next guest coming. Air signs don't think about just for today or a month in advance or 2 weeks ahead. That's how everyone else has been programmed to think, to just take it 1 week at a time. That's not how air signs work. And to show you that they have really degraded themselves to bumbling idiots, you're working with certain things and certain aspects that you have no knowledge of, right? You can't control air. It just is, right? For those that are into zodiacs, and that's a part of it, but I'm not too into zodiac signs like that, all right? Because there's no like hard and fast rule as it relates to the personality of someone. The most important aspect of your zodiac is to know your element and how to operate in your element. The four elements: air, earth, water, and fire, okay? And each zodiac is assigned to those four elements. If you know what your element is, then you have like an easier way to navigate through life, right? Dropping gems while I'm talking about my experience here. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for joining my live. Thank you so much for the likes, the shares, the subscribes, everything. All right, you guys are so amazing. So after that, and I did promise that there would be an update. This is the update. And they keep escalating the matter. They keep piling on things, keep racking up their karmic debt because they are so fixated on taking me out. Like, it's the weirdest thing ever. I honestly tell you guys that I never believed in a million years that I would ever see this play out in my life. And I know there's so many others because like my friends that I talk to, they're telling me of experiences of other people that that are going through the same things that I'm going through, and I'm just like, what is happening right now? Like, this is unbelievable. Right? The saying that the truth is stranger than fiction.